It was wonderful. He played the Prince. And what we did was, and he was great. He's a wonderful actor and a wonderful human being, very fond of which. But basically what happened was we told the story from the Prince's point of view. That was the thing that made it possible for us to even think about daring to do Cinderella again, because let's face it, Disney did the definitive Cinderella as an animated film, and it's a classic, and it's great. And then Rodgers and Hammerstein did a fabulous television production, and that's great. So we didn't even want to do it. And David Frost, the exec producer of it, who wanted us to do this thing, asked us to do it, and we said, well, it's been done to death, we don't want to do it. And he said, well, you think about it. So we thought about it. And remember, we were at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and we were driving out of the Beverly Hills Hotel, it's like a loop. And as we were going out of the hotel, he says, he's crazy, he wants to do Cinderella, for Pete's sake. It's about this paper mache prince who meets the Prince Cinderella. It's all about Cinder. Why don't we write a story about the prince, and she's secondary to the prince? Ooh, that's an idea. We just looped around, came back. He was still having his last drink, and we said, I think, David, we have an idea, we could do this. Tell it from the prince's point of view. And that's how we did Slipper in the Rose.
Slipper in the Rose was chosen to be the Royal Command Performance Film Choice for 1976, the whole year. And you got to attend and meet the Queen.
We met the Royals, beautiful, she was wonderful. She, Queen Mom, the Queen Mother, she was sensational. And very, very sweet, wonderful lady, very with it. And it was just this marvelous experience. You just see pictures of that all the time. And here I was standing there meeting the Queen. You know, you're not supposed to say too much. I remember I didn't have much to say except, how do you do, ma'am, or something like that. It's a great honor, I said something that, oh, she said something to us when Bob and I were both standing there, and she met both of us, and she said, I want you to know that I think the Slipper in the Rose Waltz is the most beautiful song I've ever heard. And everybody said, thank you, ma'am, thank you, ma'am, Your Highness. I mean, yes. Walt, I mean, Mr. Disney, it was a very momentous moment we've been lucky, we've met some wonderful, wonderful people, and the Queen Mum was one of the great experiences.
Well, speaking of meeting wonderful people, I will always be indebted to the Slipper in the Rose because it was kind of instrumental in me meeting this marvelous man, because I produced a CD called Cinderella, Great Songs from the Fairy Birds by
great album, great album.
So it was songs from all the different versions of Cinderella. We had done one with Peter Pan that way. And so there were like 3 or 4 or 5 Slipper in the Rose songs. And one day, Richard and Elizabeth were in the Broadway or something in Central City, and shopping, and they heard one of the songs.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous recording of one of the, oh my God, this is so beautiful. The singer was so great, and the music was so beautifully arranged. We're going to find out about this thing. And I think it was Elizabeth who sort of tracked it down.
You went down to the basement of the Broadway where they had the CD player.
Oh, and had that record there.
And they found the CD.
And there was your name on it. And somebody told us they know you.
Yeah, you went to Borders to buy it. And I knew somebody, I had a groupie at Borders who liked my albums. And she said, well, you know, I know him. I'm in touch with him.
And I said, I want to thank him. I want to meet the guy that produced this record. It's fantastic. And I love all the songs in it, and particularly the versions of our songs were outstanding. So she said, I can arrange that. So I met this cat.
Anyway, we recorded several songs from Slipper in the Rose, as I said, including the amazing, which is just one of the best Sherman Brothers songs ever written, Suddenly It Happens. I don't know if you know that. Well, you're hear it now. We thought it would be fun for you to hear it now, so please welcome Jenna Lee Rosen.